Hi crochet friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Stefania, and today I thought I would share some pattern inspiration from Ravelry. I know we're still in August, but time is just flying by. Before you know it, it'll be December and time to exchange gifts. So if you wanted to crochet some larger gifts for your loved ones, now's the time to get started. To help you figure out what you might want to crochet for these larger gifts, I've compiled this list of 30 free patterns from Ravelry to give you some inspiration. If you want to follow along with this list, I've included a link to my Google Doc in the description below. That's where you can find links to all of the patterns and their creators. If you like this kind of video, make sure you leave a like and comment below what types of patterns you would like to see some inspiration for. Without further ado, let's head on over to Ravelry and I'll show you the patterns that I found. The first category of gifts to start on soon is sweaters. There are so many cozy sweater patterns out there. You should easily be able to find one that you think your gift receiver will love. I've selected 7 different patterns to highlight here as a jumping off point. Starting off, we have the Christmas Light Sweater by Lauren Willis. This festive sweater is sure to turn heads at any holiday party. It seems easy enough to crochet, and you can customize the lights with whatever colors you like. I think it would also be fun to use a yarn with some sparkle and glitter in it. Next up is the Spiral Sweater by Hannah Drapinski. This funky design uses about 4 skeins of yarn, so make sure you have enough before you get started. I really like the shape of the sleeves on this sweater. It looks super comfy to wear. If you're looking for a sweater with a bit more texture, check out the Echoes Pullover by Rachel Missner. The stitch pattern in this sweater gives it this lovely texture that I'd love to run my hands over. This example sweater was made using a mandala yarn, giving it these chunky stripes. But I think this project would also be eye-catching in a single color. The crew neck cropped crochet sweater by Kicks and Jack Crochet is similarly textured, but has a higher neckline. There are also some different details on the sleeves, adding further interest. This pattern is made to measure, so you don't have to worry too much about a gauge, or if you can't find the exact same yarn they used. There are some more complex stitches in this pattern, but there's a video tutorial to help you every step of the way. For a chunkier sweater option, here's the Chunky Patchwork Cardigan by Carrie M. Chambers. I personally would love to wear this cozy, puffer-style cardigan. The different textures in the different sections add visual interest and would keep the process of making this project engaging. For a more masculine design, check out the Men's Shawl Collar Cardigan by Jennifer Renaud. This cardigan is designed to look like it was knit, even though it's a crochet project. I really like the fit of this cardigan. You can style it to be more formal or more casual. It's a very versatile piece that anyone can wear regardless of gender. The last sweater I'd like to share today is the Men's Maxwell Sweater by Michelle Ferguson. This sweater is crocheted in 2 panels that are then sewn together before adding the sleeves and trim. It results in this dapper pullover sweater that anyone would love to receive as a holiday gift. The next category of holiday gifts to start today is blankets. Blankets are notorious for taking a long time to complete, so if you get started today, you'll have plenty of time to finish it before it's time to exchange gifts. Even if you only crochet for 10 to 15 minutes every day, you'll have a completed blanket before too long. The first blanket I'd like to highlight is Weekender Blanket by Sandra Paul. This blanket is constructed by making a bunch of hexagons and joining them as you go. This is a great project to work on if you want to break up a project into many small sessions. You can just crochet a hexagon a day. Before too long, you'll have the blanket of your dreams. Customize it with your preferred colors, or take this opportunity to use up any scrap yarn you have on hand. For a granny style blanket, we have the Winter Lights Blanket by Anita Gibney. This pattern shows you how to combine different granny squares to look like a traditional quilted blanket. However, it does not give details on how to make the individual squares. You'll need to purchase the accompanying book or find other patterns to mimic the style. But I still wanted to include this blanket on the list as an idea of a new way to combine granny squares to create a unique blanket. Another blanket by Anita Gibney is the Christmas Eve Wishes blanket. This Christmas-themed blanket features lots of color work in different designs. Feel free to pick and choose your favorite stripes or make the blanket as is shown. I really love the pom-poms on the corners of the blanket and the friendly-looking gingerbread people. I think it would be really cute to customize each gingerbread person with their own accessories and personality. Next up is Liliana by Hooked on Sunshine. This mandala-style blanket is absolutely gorgeous and features alternating rows of different stitch patterns. This results in this eye-catching textured design. The pattern was originally released as a 14-week crochet-along, but all parts of the pattern are now available for free download. There are color suggestions for 2 different colorways, or you can choose your own colors for a custom look. Another crochet-along style pattern is the Kaleidoscope Blanket by Catherine Bly. This beautiful blanket uses multiple shapes to form this geometric pattern. It's a very ambitious pattern to tackle, but it should still be accessible if you're able to read and understand written patterns. There are lots of details and photos, so don't be afraid to give this project a try. If you're up for a challenge, you could also consider making mosaics by Beba Blanket. This pattern is appropriate for an advanced beginner and includes details on mosaic crochet basics. The way that all the colored lines come together creates a mesmerizing pattern. Even if you haven't done any mosaic crochet before, this is a great project to learn this technique, as it includes both a chart and written instructions. For another new technique to learn, consider making the Crazy for Cables blanket by Rich Textures Crochet. This blanket features a number of different crocheted cable designs to try out. I haven't personally tried any of these techniques, so I can't vouch for how easy or difficult they are. But each of the cable designs are so lovely, I'm very tempted to give this pattern a try. You can make as many or as few of the designs you like, then combine the squares into a larger blanket. The final blanket I'd like to highlight is the As We Go Stripey Blanket by Hannah Owens. This is another great blanket to make if you only have a short time to crochet each day, and another opportunity to use up scrap yarn. Each stripe features a different design, so you won't get bored of endless repeating stitches. The bright colors and fun pattern results in this joyful blanket that any gift receiver would love. Next, I'd like to share a number of Christmas stockings that you can make and gift to your loved ones. There were so many beautiful patterns on Ravelry, but I managed to narrow down my selection to 5. So let's jump right in. First up, we have the Waistcoat Stocking by Carmen Jacob. This pattern features the waistcoat stitch or split single crochet stitches. However, it doesn't detail how to do this stitch, so you'll either have to learn that separately or just use single crochet stitches for a slightly different look. This pattern also includes blank graph paper, coordinating with the size of the stocking, so you can create your own custom design. Next up, we have the Yuletide Mosaic Stockings by Hannah Cross. This pattern features 5 different designs to try out, so you can make coordinating stockings for the whole family. This project is appropriate for intermediate crocheters, but if you're a beginner that's looking for a challenge or are familiar with mosaic crochet, you should still be able to make this project. For a snow-themed stocking, consider making the Polar Bear Stroll Crochet Stocking by Brianna K Designs. This stocking also utilizes the split single crochet stitch, and luckily Brianna created an entire page dedicated to teaching you that stitch. So soon enough you'll have mastered a new stitch, and we'll have an adorable new stocking featuring this cute polar bear. If you're looking for a less ambitious stocking, check out the Jingle Bell Stocking by Jerika Tompkins. While this may be a more simple to make stocking, it still delivers a big impact. The bauble stitches add a fun detail, and you can embroider on the person's name or initials to add further detail. Finally, for the fur babies in your life, we have the Dog Christmas Stocking by Golden Lucy Crafts. I love the paw print designs on this pattern. They make this stocking perfect for your pets or for any animal lovers. It may be more simple than the other stockings I featured, but I wanted to highlight that you don't have to put in a huge effort and learn a bunch of new stitches and techniques in order to achieve a lovely result. The last category I'd like to share is wall decor. Whether you make these projects to give as gifts or to keep for yourself to decorate your home for the holidays, These are 10 larger decor items that you'd better start working on soon if you want them ready in time. First off is the Baseball Hat Organizer by Happy Hertzy. This isn't really holiday themed, but I thought it would make for a thoughtful gift for the hat lover in your life. You could also use this pattern as a jumping off point and add pockets or jewelry organizers to make it a truly one-of-a-kind gift. The Malvine Wall Hanging by Megan Balmer would be another fun project to play around with and customize. The pattern shows you how to make each of the different components with plenty of photos to help you follow along. I think it would be fun to play with different colors or try out combining the components in your own way. If you prefer to just follow a pattern as written, consider making the Trinity Mandalas by Esther Dijkstra. You will need large rings to finish the mandalas, but the results are absolutely stunning. If you want to make this exact colorway featured in the photos, you'll need 10 different colors. But it also looks great in a more limited palette or monochrome. Speaking of monochrome, check out Mandala Wall Art by Erin Sharp. This large wall piece features 18 different mandala designs. You can make as many or as few as you'd like to give to one person, or pick your favorite design and make one for each of your friends. These are perfectly customizable to fit your own vision. For a wall hanging that's more Christmas themed, here's Christmas Cheer by Abby McIntyre. If you're a fan of the movie Elf, you'll recognize this iconic line. If you have another quote in mind, Abby also offers a free alphabet pattern so you can spell out whatever you'd like to say with crochet. If you're looking for a more simple, wintry wall hanging, consider making the Cozy Pines Wall Hanging by Rebecca Langford. This pattern features these adorable bauble-stitch pine trees and a cozy plaid. It's a really sweet design to make your home feel warm in the cooler months. I also wanted to feature a couple of wreaths, including the Peppermint Candies wreath by Divine Debris. This fun pattern features 3 different sizes of peppermints, so you can make it however you'd like. Whether you make a wreath or another decor item, you can use the pattern to decorate your home to be a minty wonderland. For a nature-inspired wreath, I had to include the Merry Mischief wreath by Red Heart Design Team. I love this little raccoon hanging off the wreath, and I bet you could even shorten his body in honor of Jimothy. This pattern uses a number of different stitches, so it'll keep you entertained as you crochet along. If you're an advent calendar user, consider making this advent calendar by The Turtle Trunk. I really liked the idea of having ornaments in a sack and hanging one on the tree each day. You never know which ornament you'll pull the next day. Last but not least, we have the Pocket Advent Calendar by Mooney and Friends. These 25 pockets are the perfect size for tea bags, chocolates, or small trinkets. You could customize the pockets with a friend's favorite colors and fill them with little things they like. Or just make one for yourself to enjoy the ritual of giving yourself a little treat. Thanks for watching till the end of the video. If you liked this video, make sure you leave a like and share it with someone who you think would also enjoy it. That's the best way to tell the algorithm to share my videos with more people. Let me know in the comments down below which of the patterns on this list that you would like to make, or which ones you would like to receive as gifts. If there's any other kinds of patterns you'd be interested in seeing, let me know in the comments as well. You might have noticed the flowers in my background. Each one represents one of my subscribers. If you've joined this creative community and subscribed to my channel, leave a comment with what color flower that you would like to be. I'll give you a shout out in my 400 subscriber special. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!